Okay, so this video is for all. This is video there is for the women who are having a hard time finding a guy. They're like, guys won't approach me anymore. What's wrong? Or I feel ignored by men. How to be noticed by men. This is new news. This is old news. It was March 21, March 2nd, 2021, and this is Andrew Cuomo accuser. I mean, the word accuser is like, wow, there's something pretty significant going on. Says new abuse claims. Abuse claims make her feel sick. I mean, if I'm thinking abuse, accuse, I'm thinking like, rape, like proper rape. Like rape. Like you're jogging along in Central Park and a masked man comes, or masked woman comes out from somewhere and puts a knife to your throat and pins you down and forcibly rapes you, full on, like what we think of rape in the movies, etc. Not this, he put his hand on my back and asked me, can I kiss you? After the woman walked up to Cuomo and said, hey, great speech, and started flirting with him. So this is what is tough women out there. So this is Andrew Cuomo accuser Lindy Boylan, that these women aren't cashing on the attention or whatever. Abuse claims. So we're going to get into it. So this is, this is abuse now. If you walk up to a woman who walks up to you first, this is a woman here who's Andrew Cuomo's accuser, Anna Ruch. A third woman has accused New York Governor Andrew Cuomo of sexual harassment after he tried kissing at a wedding. I mean, you're thinking he's like pinned her in the corner up against the wall and just be like slobbering all over her. No. That's what you'd assume, like trying to kiss, Just think, okay, he really grabbed her and, So this girl here, Anna Ruch, walked up to Cuomo, walked up at a wedding reception and said, hey, I loved your speech. Thank you so much. And Cuomo put his hand on her back, on her bare skin, saying, thanks. Thank you. Obviously, he's thinking, wow, this girl's come up to me. She's interested. And then she pushed his hand away, and he's like, oh, you've been a little bit aggressive. And then he says, can I kiss you? So he even asked for permission. Let's get the photo up here. It's a classic photo. Where is it? Here we go. This is the photo. So you can see her body language here. So he looks a bit drunk, a bit sozzled maybe on some coke. He's thinking, wow, she's looking at his eyes. He's looking at her eyes. She's smiling. It could be like, get away from me, creep. Or it could be like, yeah, my boyfriend's over there watching. Let's not do this here. Smile. But her hands are there. She could have just pushed him away and said, no. But what she says is she felt overpowered, physically overpowered, So again, if you look from across the room and you saw this, you'd be thinking, hey, like there's some little bit of flirting going on there, whatever. You could think maybe it's his daughter, maybe it's his niece, maybe it's a side chick, who knows what's going on, But it's appreciative, physical contact. She's walked up to him, given him some green light, and he's, New Yorker, governor, flirty. He's obviously had this experience before with daddy girls, and he's put his hands on his face and he's asked to kiss her. Is that appropriate? It's a wedding reception. She's come up to him. There's a bit of drinking going on. I'd say it's appropriate. Like, if a woman did that to me, I'd be like, okay, she's keen. I could say no thanks. I could push her away. But then again, if you push a woman away, she might say, hey, he just punched me in the face. Who knows? A woman rejected. So, yeah, I would say it's appropriate. What do you let me know down below? If you walked up to a guy and say, hey, thanks for the great speech, and he was a little bit tipsy or whatever, and he said, wow, he finds you really attractive, because you're in this part of your life where you are attractive, and maybe later in life you won't be as attractive. You're like, hey, where's the guys? Well, they notice me. So this is... I find this... And then Chris Cuomo, whose brother has been suspended. Sexual harassment reports. When I read this, I was like, wow, this is serious stuff. Sexual harassment, I mean, that's like full on. I didn't know it was, touching a girl's face in an affectionate way that, your mum or your dad or your brother, anyone could sort of do or would do. What you do to your cat. I mean, I hold my cat like this. So, and again, she's walked up to him. She's obviously had a bit of an attraction, a bit of vibe going on there. This isn't just some random chick on the street. He's just grabbed by the face and said, hey, can I kiss you? Okay, then that would be appropriate. That wouldn't be appropriate. But in this context of, party, this is my opinion. What do you think down below? But this is for women out there. This is what we're going on against. This is a post-Me Too era. Now, if a woman walks up to a guy and grabs him by the face, I shouldn't say grab by the face, because grab by the face, he's put his hands there gently. I mean, this is like the classic posture women love. Every woman that I've ever been with loves when you put your hands behind her neck and give her a peck. They love it. It's like the classic Hollywood move. And her language here, in my opinion, she's like, yes, but I feel embarrassed because there's some guys at work are watching and they might make me feel a little bit slut-shamed or whatever, so I've got to deny this happened and blah, blah, blah. But this is just my take on it. But again, what can women learn from this? You have to be really aggressive. If you see a guy that you like, you have to be overly aggressive. You basically have to write a note, let's bang. You have to give overt consent. If you're standing there waiting for some guy to come up to you, this is what he risks. He risks sexual harassment claims. He risks losing his job. He risks his brother losing he risks total social destruction just from going up to a woman and saying, hey. And he didn't even come up to her. She came up to him and started the flirt game. Oh, it's not flirting, Holly. I'll tell you what, if you're an attractive woman and you walked up to a guy and you say, hey, love the speech, blah, 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 what's he going to do? What's a gamer like Andrew Cuomo going to do? A New York governor who's got swagger and game and probably a few drinks in him. What do you think he's going to do? So it's almost like this is maybe a setup. Who knows what's going on behind here? But this is how easy it is for a man to be totally destroyed. Now, if we flip the tables around, now let's say this was a Oprah Winfrey and a young, or a 33-year-old man who walked up to Oprah and said, hey, Oprah, loved your talk. Thanks for giving my friends a great wedding reception. Love it. And Oprah put his hands on the guy's face and says, oh, you're just darling. Can I kiss you? Would that be in the media? No, it wouldn't. Because we have a double standard society. And I don't think that's okay, but it is what it is. But my intention for this video is, women, you have to be the overt aggressors. You have to basically write a piece of paper, my name's such and such, my name's I know, Betty Knight, I would like to have sex with you tonight, this address, please come. It's got to be really freaking explicit. Really explicit. I'm not going to do that. And then you're going to miss out. You're going to all the quality guys that you'd really like, the guys with money, looks, power, fame, they're going to see what's going on with Andrew, Chris Cuomo, Harvey Weinstein, all these people who are in power, and women love men in power because these men have money and power, and women love men like that because they can get jobs, they can get money, they can get fame. Look at all these Hollywood actresses that Harvey Weinstein gave a career who now live in multi-million-dollar houses because they got on their knees for Harvey Weinstein and says, I wouldn't bang him normally, but hey, if I bang him, I'll get fame and money. Sign me up. You go to Los Angeles, I've been in LA, people do whatever for fame. It's just how it is. So it doesn't make it right, but that's the market. That's the market. You're not going to be a Hollywood actress if you don't fit the certain physical attributes. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. These guys in power use that power. These women who have these powerful aesthetics use that. It's like adults consenting. You want to do this? No. Okay, cool. Someone else will do it. Okay, no worries. So this is where women really lose out because this Me Too movement isn't focusing on the genuine rape claims, genuine rape claims. Not this I banged him for a movie or YouTube shout out, but then actually I regret it, so I can cash in on here. Can I get some more money? That's dodgy. But again, the media loves it for whatever reason, but I really think there's the media, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, they're creating this infighting, man versus women. And women think different, men think different. That's the feminine, masculine. And so I think this Me Too movement is creating this pernicious division with men hating women, women hating men, and it's causing a massive divide, and there's not much gap closer, communication. So I'm currently writing an ebook to help men and women get post Me Too era communication, because I see it, man. I see women going, I just feel ignored by men, and it's like, you don't. You feel ignored by the quality men you want, And I'm like, what are that guy? That guy's disgusting. A woman can say that. A woman can say that guy looks disgusting on social media, and she'll get praise for that. If a man says that, instantly cancelled. Imagine if Oprah Winfrey said, that guy looks disgusting. They'd be like, go girl, you're so brave, you're so courageous. If some, Anderson Cooper or whatever said that woman looks disgusting, cancelled. So again, women, you need to be more aggressive, like overtly aggressive. Like I got friends all the time, I like this guy, but he's not making a move because he's probably scared of a rape claim, man. He's probably scared of losing a job from sexual harassment. You need to make the move, and you need to be aggressive with that and give written consent. It sounds crazy, but it's 2021. It's 2021. The rules are different. Who knew that a Wu Flu soup from Wuhan would shut down the world as we know it? So we live in different times, and different times there's different rules. So women out there, if you're wanting to meet a guy or if you fancy a guy, you need to make explicit physical moves, written consent, write it down. Boom, let's do it. 50 Shades of Grey style contract. Otherwise, you're going to miss out 100%. You're going to miss out on the guys that you love, that would love to love. The guys with experience, the guys with game, the guys with money, social status, etc. Guys like myself, etc. After a while, if you're at a certain level, you're going to have some sort of dramas going on with women, and the more that happens, the more tight you get with like, hey, well, this could go really bad here. So we've got to press record, we've got to take notes, we've got to get screenshots, etc. You just got to do your due diligence, unfortunately. It's 2021. The rules are different. So women, hopefully that helps. Men, hopefully that helps you. And I think it's all about communication. Recorded communication. Because he said, she said in court, the woman wins, the man loses every single time.